saw a great family Halloween costume. Mom and Dad were dressed like bags of ice, and they were just holding a baby. Ice.
Oh my God.
It was beautiful. It was it was so corny.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Now that really sounds like my therapy sessions.
And welcome to Living Podcariously on that note, because that's how we get started.
That's how we roll.
My name is Tach. I'm one of your hosts, and sitting to the right of me. Did I say sitting?
Sitting. I did.
Okay.
I am sitting, though.
You are. Sound like you said something else.
I'm not shitting, no. Hey, I am Adam. I'm one of the other hosts of Living Podcariously.
And on the Lady Chase is...
I am Andrea Joy.
And you know who else we got with us today?
Who do we have?
It's Jake from State Farm.
Sweet.
Ah, damn it. I did it again, didn't I? What's up, guys? It's Jay Alvarez.
And we have Jay, our newest addition to the cast.
Yep. And listen, it's a blast having you in here, man. I hope this podcasting thing pans out, and I hope you want to do it forever.
I just hope I don't forget English. I feel like that's really the only thing holding me atrás. I know.
Uh-oh.
It's happening.
We are expanding our audience with that, though. If we
that's true.
We just went up 4 points in Mexico.
How do you do subtitles on a podcast? Because, on movies you can see it on the bottom, but how do you do it in a podcast?
We can write it on like a poster. You can't see it.
You just have James Earl Jones narrate over.
That'd be awesome. Anyway, so welcome to the show. And the first thing I think we need to talk about is Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah. He was not very nice. All right.
Yeah, Matthew's a prick.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I guess.
It wasn't that big of a stretch.
I know. So, yeah, so everybody made it through okay, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. The where we live, between Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island, and up through Titusville, up through that area, wasn't really hit too bad, except for out at KSC, out at the Space Center. They got some pretty good damage out there. I don't know exactly what was damaged, but it was
I don't know.
enough.
I'll be there tomorrow, though.
Yeah. I tell you, it's gonna be interesting. I don't think any of the main headquarters buildings for NASA, at least, got any damage, other than maybe a little bit of flooding from that old building. But no, we survived it, dude. We got a little bit of messed up yard, a little bit of a broken down a screen for covering the porch. Not really. That's about it, man.
Well, we were all packed up, ready to go to my mom's house, get in, and lo and behold, we got to spend the hurricane with my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Even after, never mind.
I thought my situation was weird.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, it did definitely get weird.
It was not comfortable. I was like, why would
isn't he
you
the
do
pool
this?
boy?
My daughter hates him.
See the pool boy?
No, that's our
They
grass.
totally ignored each other the whole time. But I was just like, this is my mom's house. Why is
Even
he here?
after the conversation we had last time, too.
I wasn't aware that he was going to be
No, that was kind of a surprise for her the day of us packing to go over there.
Right.
Which was unfortunate, but look, her mother and her mother's boyfriend are unbelievably generous, and the only other house this guy had to go to, because he works on the yard crew that her mom's boyfriend has, and the only place he had to go to was a old not solid concrete, but wooden house, and
he had a generator.
Yeah, so he brought over the generator, like 2 cans of soup and a 6-pack of beer for the whole week.
And a whole bag of awkwardness.
Yeah. I think he was more awkward, honestly, than Andrea or I. I think he was a little bit uncomfortable.
I don't know if he was. He was on the couch when we were in the bedroom, so I don't know if the storm or us kept him awake that night.
You could see the father-son relationship between Tony, the boss, and him, which is one of the employees, though, because the entire time when it was just us boys sitting around each other, Tony was busting on this guy, her ex-boyfriend, pretty hard on things like not having a driver's license, having a record, or whatever. It was funny.
Wait, that was his father?
No, it wasn't. That's the thing.
No,
God,
he
that
works
was-
for him.
But it's like a father-son kind of relationship between two of them. He picks on him and he takes it. You know, it's just that is what it is.
All right. I was about to say, on this episode of Maury, we send our kids to therapy. What's that? Self-esteem? Nah, not in my house.
What about your place, Tach? Did you?
Well, I went down south to be with my girl.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we were-
I know what that means.
Oh, suki now.
Kissing the mermaid?
So,
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
so it was nice. It wasn't too bad down there at all. We didn't get much of really anything. It was like, I think the most wind we got was like 55 miles an hour. And that was it. And just a little bit of rain. And other than that, nothing. But
Nice.
we didn't even lose power. So, and it was nice though, spending the 4 or 5 days, whatever.
Aw.
Aw, so it was a blessing.
You guys
Yeah.
bonded.
Yeah, we did. It was good.
That's
Every
awesome.
cloud
I
has
got back
a silver
today.
lining.
I got back today, and then there's still no power in my apartment. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So what do? What does anybody else do when they have things to say? They pull up Facebook.
Yeah.
So I did a little post, and then I got attacked.
Yeah. Tach got attacked on Facebook. All right, so I came to his defense a little bit. I try my
Which
best.
I wanted to thank you for, by the way. You know,
I-
I was like, thanks, Adam. Like, he rescued me from being beaten.
Yeah, so I try,
Digitally bloodied.
I try my best not to get into fights on Facebook, but just because it makes me look bad, let alone anything else. But man, stupid people are really hard not to comment back on. So on his post was something like, hey, I'm at my place, no power, it kind of sucks, you know, whatever. And then 2 or 3 people commented, hey, come stay with us. You can always shower over here or whatever. And then there was a couple of his friends that commented about Haiti. All right. So I don't know the quotes exactly, but it said something along the lines of, I'm sure the people of Haiti really appreciate that, you know, your minimal loss or something like that.
Oh, way to look for a cause.
Yeah. Well, these people on Facebook are now doing this, and like anytime somebody puts a photo of their hurricane damage to share with their friends, they'll go and attack them and say, hey, you know, look at this picture of the kids that have died in Haiti or something like this. Some horrible picture. Oh, pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, listen, if you're somebody's friend, all that they want to do is share with their friends about what's going on in their lives. Don't attack them. I said, hey, by the way, the time it took you to write this slam on Tach, you could have gone and donated to unicef.org for the Haiti victims as well. I get it. They got it worse than us. Oh, I got it. But this is my friend trying to share with his friends, so fuck off. Yeah.
You know, that's like, you know, somebody posting like, I can't believe I didn't get what I ordered at McDonald's, and I can just jump on there. Oh yeah, well, my mom's dead.
Yeah.
Wait,
no,
that's the worst thing we could possibly laugh at there, but I see your point.
No, I got into it because somebody wanted to post a picture about Haiti and make it a whole thing about them. I was like, listen, Facebook is for first world problems. No one in Haiti is posting this stuff, okay? You know who's posting these pictures on the Facebook? Photographers who are making several $1 million a year to be in Haiti and take pictures of all these people
That's a
struggling
good
while they go to
point.
their 5-star hotel in the middle of the night. But you have no problem looking at that, do you? No one in Haiti is pulling out their iPhone to take a picture of what happened to their shack that they were living in. Now, my heart goes out to Haiti. I grew up in Little Haiti, so I know a lot of friends, and my heart goes out to them. It's a sad thing.
I got black friends.
But yeah, I know a dude. But that, don't. I'm not comparing it to that. Don't try to compare my stuff to that. Just because
Exactly.
you have apparently so much to live for. I'm sorry you don't have anything else to cry about.
That's what you quote unquote right there. Put that on your page.
Touched a nerve. I think we woken the beast.
So on that beast note, how was your hurricane trip?
Abysmal. I went to Haiti.
Oh man,
I was wanting to go. I was thinking that the hotel stuff would be really cheap.
Well, I wanted to go and make a couple $1 million taking pictures of the damage out in Port-au-Prince. No, everything I just said went to shit, didn't it?
No, that was good. That was funny. But we won't. I mean, we have ultimate respect. UNICEF.org is for the Haiti victims, and
Yeah,
please
no,
go,
absolutely. Please
Living
donate.
Podcariously does not share the opinions of
Yeah, no, please, by all means, donate.
awesome.
Donate if you can, what you can. They all appreciate it down there. Cuba got hit hard too. My
Yeah.
son's mom is Cuban, so that was hard to see with a lot of them. But again, I live in a first world country where
Yep.
I get to talk about that on a podcast.
Damn right.
Yeah, no, we went to my whole family went to the Tampa area. We stayed with my sister out in Bradenton.
Very cool.
It was pretty cool. We got a couple little squalls out there. it was really funny because the local news out in Tampa was actually camped out in front of Florida Discount Music.
Really?
Where I had a couple of friends taking shelter there.
No kidding.
So I got to text them like, "Hey, dude, I see you on the news."
Oh, jeez.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we have Josh and Margaret, some friends of the show, live out in Tampa. They offered us a place to go out there and stay. But we decided to go over to her mom's here a lot closer, but it was all right.
Yeah, I'm sure that paid off in dividends.
We
How's your
didn't lose
ex-boyfriend doing?
electricity.
Yeah. Retrospectively,
We slept through the whole hurricane. I didn't even know how I woke up. I was like, it's over? Oh.
yeah,
whoops.
he secured
You
that
didn't
house
hear
pretty
it.
well. We were in a really good concrete house. Good security for it, but
It's probably because you put me to sleep.
Ooh.
You wore me out before you went to sleep.
oh, that could have been taken either
You're getting
way.
rid of my nerves for the hurricane.
Aw.
And I hit it so deep, so deep, put a butt to sleep. So would you say it was a good day, Adam?
It was a good day.
Good job.
You know what that means?
What?
Hurricane baby?
Hey, baby.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. 9 months later.
So
I do
speaking
want
of,
a goat, so maybe we'll get a hurricane
goat?
baby goat.
Are we bringing this
my
goat back
girlfriend wants a
again?
goat, too.
Is this the Halloween goat we're talking about again?
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems that way.
So speaking of sex, Jay, not to get too personal on you, but you are the token single guy.
Yeah.
So what steps are you taking? What are you doing right now as far as dating? Like, what's going on? We want to live vicariously through you. Since I'm in a relationship, he's in a relationship, and so is she.
Yeah, I kind of get about as much attention as a white crayon.
So you're a lot like
I
me.
love the white crayon.
No one loves the white crayon.
Use it on
White
black
crayons
construction
matter.
paper. Black construction paper, the white one's the best one.
Yeah, but every time I try to wrap myself in black, it never works out. Yeah.
I don't know that.
Okay, purple.
I don't know what that means
Have
either.
you tried purple?
Have I tried purple?
Yeah.
I don't. Is that racist? I don't know where that went just now.
Nah, I think you're all right.
Purple construction paper. But
No,
maybe you're going to go somewhere and see a girl and she's going to have this purple dress on. You're going to be like, whoa, that's the one. Purple, she said.
So, are you interested in doing like the social media or the dating sites or the apps or whatever?
Oh God, I got rid of Tinder. I kept getting dick pics.
You got the wrong filter set on your phone.
Yeah, it might be something with my son.
I tried Tinder for a while.
I
I
might have-
not got one dick pic.
I might have
never-
accidentally downloaded Grindr. I'm not 100% on that.
Grinders. Yeah, Grinders
All
definitely
these
the other
girls
one.
like short haircuts.
It
There's
was
so
deleted
many
too
more
sweet.
on Grindr.
So many more what on
It's
Grindr.
amazing. On Grindr, like when we were in Vegas, it's like there's like 10 of them in the room with you.
Oh wow.
They're all just following
Yeah,
behind
you
you.
like look at the picture, you're like, oh, that's him right there. That's him right there.
His picture is a
And it
selfie
says
behind
how
you in the
close
mirror.
You are.
Yeah, no, I tried doing Tinder here, but because we're Melbourne, Brevard County is it's a small world. So
Yeah, definitely.
I would, and I'm on a lot of stages. I do a lot of shows throughout town, so I would get people on Tinder like, oh my God, I saw you at the show, and now they think they're going to bang a celebrity, and then they come over to my place, which is my dad's garage, and I was like, yeah, come look at the lavish life of this stand-up comic, baby.
Just tell her you're Mark Maron. You begin to get into my garage.
Yeah, no, I hate that that's what we have to do, so I just choose to do things the old school way, which is meet. Well, it's not meet anybody, really. I don't meet anyone. And the ones I do, I instantly regret.
Oh. All right, you want to take a break?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
All right, listen to some DJ Gil Lugo, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
We're back.
Peace.
You making fun of me? Well, so for everyone out there, we want you to be involved in the show. So engage with us. Send us an email to show@livingpodcariously, or go to our Facebook page, right on our wall. Send us a message. Let us know what you want us to talk about. If you want to send Andrea a question for the Guyry, shoot her a message on Facebook and tell her it's for Living Podcariously's Guyry, and she'll ask your question. Yeah, that's it.
Your skill is extraordinary. And I want my favorite DJ, give everybody the word. Who's on the turntable tonight, my son?
You're listening to Chicago's very own DJ Gil Lugo.
Well,
Welcome back to Living Podcariously. All right, so Tach and Jay and Andrea,
Yes.
give me, in your opinion, in your personal lives, a good reason to rob a bank. Well, what's a good reason? If it, consequences.
All of the lollipops that you get.
Lollipops. Oh, from the little
Yeah,
candy
because they have
things.
the dum-dums, and they're
All right.
really good. And then you get the really good flavors because you'd have all of them.
Like root beer.
Wait, you got name brand lollipops at your banks? Where are you guys going?
Chemist
Hector at the bodega
Lunch?
doesn't carry name brand lollipops.
No.
Isn't that the bank you guys use?
Well, I
You're
wouldn't rob
supposed to.
that bank then.
I think you only get money orders at those kind of places.
Yeah. Isn't that the same thing?
A good reason is, I guess, if to save somebody's life.
All
Somehow,
right.
whether it's for the money.
You need the
or-
money for the hostage situation, or
Yeah, something like that.
okay. All right. How about you?
Good reason. I've got because you're trying to rebuild Haiti. Damn it!
Wait, the FBI isn't listening, right?
I
They are
certainly
now.
hope not. All right, so this guy, Lawrence John Ripple from Kansas, after writing a note stating that he had a gun and wanted money, Ripple walked to a bank in Kansas City, Kansas, and handed it to the teller. The teller gave him nearly $3,000, so it wasn't a big payday for this guy. Instead of making a hasty getaway from the bank, Ripple took a seat in the lobby and admitted to the security guard that he was the suspect. He got taken into custody.
What?
His reason, when questioned by both his wife at home separately and that, is that he did not want to go back to his house. He hated his wife.
Wait.
that
He
bad.
made it back home for his wife to ask him that?
No. When the cops interviewed the wife at home separately after they'd already taken him in, she's like, "Yeah, he said he was going to go rob a bank because he didn't want to be around me." He did all of it to avoid going home because he hated
That's
his
one of
wife
those things
that
that,
much.
that guys say when they're mad. But he actually took it all the way.
Yeah, this dude took this
Like
dude
he
definitely
really
took it
wanted
all
to
the
prove
way.
his point. Like
This is the guy that
"Mitch,
delivers.
I told you I was going to do it.
Man.
But hey,
must
if-
have been hard
They'll
to
never
beat.
say Lawrence John Ripple isn't a man of his word.
He is 70, so
Of course
yeah,
he is.
with that kind of
So
name.
that's exactly how he sounded.
That must have been way too much nagging.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, hey, you know what? He gets to sleep at least peacefully one more night, right?
Well,
I hope I never drive
at
you
least
to
until the
rob a bank.
cellmate decides to make his move.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
And
but
then the cellmate's going to start nagging him, and he's going to be in the same situation.
I'm going to have to go rob the commissary now.
Told you I'd make it in the hole.
get it into solitary confinement. Yeah. So he's a quite interesting fellow. So yes, Lawrence John Ripple.
A man of his word. That would be his presidential campaign slogan. And he's got the police record to back it up now.
So Jay, Tach and I are big video game players. We love console games as well as some PC games. Are you into video games at all?
I had to break off from video games. I realized they were taking up an insanely large portion of my life.
Yeah.
like all of it.
Some of them can get pretty intense. That's for sure.
You get me onto Assassin's Creed and I'm gone. Like just don't call me, or do. It doesn't matter. I'm not answering the phone anyway. I disappear into a sea of pizza boxes and Mountain Dew.
Surge.
Well, and why I'm bringing up that question is there was an 11-year-old boy in Louisiana who bought a pre-owned game from GameStop. They're named in this, so I don't mind saying their names. But it had bonus content inside. This boy, and I'm not sure what game he bought, but it had to have been one that he could buy by himself. Because when he got it home, it didn't actually include a game. It included probably $10,000. That's what they're estimating in methamphetamine.
Oh, that's totally
So-
not where I saw that going. I thought it was a porn.
Yeah.
I was hoping for that too in the story, but no, this was drugs, hardcore drugs.
Hideo Kojima finally makes the video game he's always wanted.
The CEO for GameStop said their policy is to inspect all games when brought in. So this pre-owned game obviously was checked in and just, moved right on into the bin or done whatever for resale.
So that's somebody whose trafficking scheme went awry.
Dang.
No, that sounds like something like this guy had a stash, and then his girl said, "Well, let's turn in some of these games," or fuck these games. I'm going to get some money for them.
No, that was the
That's true.
That was the video game box he was supposed to give to his dealer. It's the same guy who gave the Domino's pizza box with $10,000.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
talked about her, yeah.
It's the same dude.
But of course, he comes home and then he's like, "Baby, where's all the video games? Oh, I traded them in. I traded them in so I can get the new Pokemon." Right? And he'd be like, "Are you fucking kidding?"
Yeah, no kidding. Even if I'm, even just shifting stuff around in drawers or whatever, I'll open it up to see if the game is in there. So you think before trying to turn it in, somebody would check to make sure their game was there, right? I guess not. Well, yeah, their GameStop has learned the hard way about that one.
So wait, who figured out it was meth?
Did the kid try it?
That's meth all day. How do you know?
Did the kid open it up and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, score"? Hey.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, he's already missing teeth anyway, so I mean, he looks like
Louisiana. I see where you're going with that. He gave it to his dad, and his dad called the authorities immediately. And then,
so his dad recognized it.
yeah,
There was a lot more in there, though. I'm sure.
there was really $30,000
Yep.
worth. What do you say if you're the guy that actually turned it in and when you're missing some? Like, let's say the drug money the cops would bust and take and confiscate, and the criminals.
I traded in a game here last week, and I think I left something in it. Do you know anything about that?
Are we improving tag?
Yes, this is where we go. I like to do this kind of thing.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do
Nobody
it.
likes doing
A
it.
15-year-old snot-nosed punk that works behind GameStop's counter.
You're not yes-anding right now, Adam.
Yeah. So you got a short temper.
And then what?
So
Oh well, this has just come totally off the rails.
yeah, this is.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just be ready for
I
next
just want to
time.
let you guys know that Sean left the store 2 minutes ago.
Oh, thank God.
Sean is the dude that Andrea's now stalking.
He'll be here soon.
He'll be, or it could be the other way around. Sounds like.
Well, it was Timothy before. Now it's Sean.
How far
Timothy
out?
made it. He left the store 2 minutes ago.
All right.
Thank God.
I don't think Tach will know. Well, maybe he will. I know Andrea won't know this guy, but I don't know about Jay. Does the name Joey Chestnut mean anything to you?
Also a man of his word.
He sounds adorable.
Cody Chestnut is the singer.
Is it a
I don't
squirrel?
know who Joey Chestnut is.
No, not a squirrel. I'm tying Joey Chestnut's name to July 4th. Something that happens every year on July 4th.
The squirrel comes out to see if his shadow is there.
Oh, is that it?
No, not quite. I'll give you a
And if he sees a shadow, everyone yells Mazel Tov and cuts off the tips of their dicks. L'chaim.
Talk about the worst job in the world, a moil. Ugh. All right, so Joey, quote, Jaws Chestnut, that's his nickname.
Oh,
regained-
Jaws chestnut. See, you didn't say that.
Wait, is he a professional eater?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I did know that name.
Yep.
Yes.
So Joey Chestnut regained his mustard yellow international belt Monday. This is back in July, so I know it's a few months back, but it's kind of still a cool story.
Always here with the current news at Living Podcariously.
Yeah, what can I say? He ousted Matt the Megaload. Is that really mega?
That was my nickname in high school.
The Megaload Stoney of the championship title of the annual July 4th hot dog eating contest at Nathan's Famous in Coney Island on Monday. Chestnut, 32. He's only 32 years old. I'm going to let you guess here in a minute, but how many hot dogs with buns did he down in 10 minutes? And this is the record. The most hot dogs and buns ever eaten at the competition was what he just did that day. He took the record.
When I was in high school, I did a similar contest.
Okay, aside
penis
from,
is in the
Turkey
bathroom?
sounds too.
It's how many wieners I can deep
Yeah.
throat.
aside from Tach's failed
Did you
career
make
in porn, how does a man named Megaload, which is obviously a great name for a porn star,
I hope I wrote that down
lose
wrong.
eating buns and wieners? Like
I
that's,
really hope I
there's-
wrote that down wrong.
Oh, there's so much. There's just so much there.
Why would you ever admit to having the Megaload nickname? Oh, Jesus.
So what was your actual question?
How many did he eat, buns and hot dogs, in 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Holy
Yep.
shit.
It's all the time you get, 10 minutes. It's not some astronomical number, I'll just tell you that.
I want to say 120.
All right. That's a good starting point. Price of Right rules.
Okay, cool. Are you going to go ding, ding, ding if one of us gets it and nails it?
Yep.
All right, cool.
You get that prize then.
Okay.
You get my dick 70 times. Shit, I think I just gave away the number.
The prize is another
229.
goat.
229. All right.
I'm going to go with $1, Bob.
$1, $1.
No.
It's Drew now.
117.
Thank you, sir. It's Drew.
Oh, sorry.
It's been Bob for quite some time.
117s. This is where Drew now hits the buzzer and has to wipe everybody's answers because everybody's over, right?
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I actually just
I
said
missed it by 3. Seriously, 117?
No. It's no. Word 117.
I said 120. How many did
Oh no,
he?
Oh, I see.
it's 70.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, he
I was even
70.
going to say like 83 or something.
That's
but-
it. I could totally beat that.
70 hot dogs
Right now.
and buns.
That's with the buns.
Right now, could you?
right
Don't-
now. What does that matter right now? What?
Right, Crystal Pepsi.
Because you're
All right.
hungry for the pizza that's coming.
Tell me about it. I'm starved. Yeah, but that's that's Joey Chestnut. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Breaking news
Yeah.
from back in July.
that Joey Chestnut's doing good things now. Have you heard?
They put no toppings on them either. They just dunk them in water, like the entire bun
Yeah.
and hot dog and
I've
all,
seen
and
that. That's
straight
horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just to kind of help mush it up a little
down.
bit.
Lubricate it. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, because all those guys are on meth, so they don't have the teeth to help them out.
It's 70.
What if they
It was
choke
Joey's
on the
chestnut
wiener,
video
though?
game that they found at GameStop.
I'm surprised he doesn't choke on the wiener.
No, that's how we got the name Megalode.
Yeah.
Ain't no gag reflex in this game, baby. Mm.
Okay,
The
so
joys of podcasting live, folks.
Yeah.
so I got 2 topics here, guys. Do you want to hear a list with questions Q&A session, or would you rather play a kind of game?
Ooh,
Would you like to play a game?
Would you like to play a game?
Both
We can't do both.
at once.
I know that's usually your go-to thing you say.
Either one's
but-
good to me. They're both good.
Well, okay. Well, the game isn't really like anything amazing or anything.
The game is a Q&A session.
It's a Q&A session. No, it's something that me and my girlfriend did over our hurricane vacation.
Keep
Ooh.
bragging that you have one of those.
Andrea?
We're going to do that
We're gonna do this right now.
right now?
I like this game, Tach.
No, not that kind of game. It's okay. It's basically it's just would you rather.
Oh, okay.
And like we started doing it, playing around with it, and next thing you know, like 4 hours just shot by. We're like,
Oh, no kidding.
and we're like, oh my god, I can keep going for another 2 more hours.
Prepare for the longest podcast ever.
They actually just did that. They did a 72-hour straight podcast, broadcast live,
Yeah.
something like that. All right,
Poor
sorry.
souls.
So I don't know if you'd be interested in just
Yeah,
doing a
do
couple
it.
rounds. Just something different.
Do we
you
need
know?
game show music inserted here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was about to start asking you guys would you rather questions when he was drawing on his coloring book, and we were just sitting here. I have one pop up.
My coloring
Oh, yeah?
book.
Rathers.
My coloring book is a high-end tablet. I'm not coloring on a coloring book, but okay.
All right, guys. So here's the first one.
Shoot.
Would you rather have extra eyeballs in the palms of your hands, or have hair that styles itself?
Well, as a bald man, I would just rather have hair. Any hair. I don't care. Just give me hair.
Gross to have eyes in my hands. I'll go with the hair.
I'm gonna go with the eyeballs, so I could have extra eyes in my hands.
Okay, well, 85% agree with Andrea Joy.
And Jay.
Hair.
Jay.
Oh,
picked
sorry,
hair.
and
Yeah, no, again, as much attention as a white crayon. You see how that works? I even said it first. I made it a point to make it personal. Ignore.
Sorry. Okay, so
Even by members of the same sex. I was a failure on Grindr. I was a failure everywhere.
would you
Jesus
rather
Christ.
be a porn star or be a stuntman?
I wish I had the sex life to be a porn star or a stuntman. Those guys get tail.
Is this in my current life right now, or is this in a fantasy life? Because I mean, that makes a difference in my answer.
Does it?
Also, it makes a difference if you're an elderly person because that would be both.
I feel like as a
I see
stuntman,
what you did there.
I feel like as a stuntman, I would eventually lose my spine, and as a porn star, I would eventually lose my dick.
Which is more important?
Spine, stuntman,
Stuntman?
Stuntman.
Stuntman?
stuntman. How's that rap
I
song
like,
go?
I like my dick. We're gonna go with stuntman.
All right, well, 51% agree with you.
Oh, that's pretty close.
That's a lie. They were. That means 51% people were raised to say stuntman.
All right, would you rather have no social media or have no face-to-face contact?
You mean go back to the 90s?
No media. No facial media.
No facial media.
No, you said.
So
No social
no
media?
face-to-face, have no social media.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no social media. I can
What if I have no social life? Does that count?
Well, then it's even more. Then it's even more like the 90s.
Yeah.
I would get rid of social media.
Social
Easily.
media.
That's an easy one for me.
Yeah, it's an easy one
Oh wait,
for us.
would you rather? Okay,
But wait, that way we would lose the podcast then, because that's the only place we really.
So 77% agree with you.
All
on
right.
That one. Okay. Would you rather? This is a decent one. Would you rather watch Family Guy or watch The Simpsons?
The Simpsons.
Simpsons for me too.
Yeah, I gotta go with Simpsons.
What?
Yeah.
Family Guy for me all day. And 61% agree with me.
Yeah, well, I'd just rather see The Simpsons do it first.
No, all these,
Oh boy.
all the ones that were polled were all hipsters like Tach. So
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it first. Okay. We're just going to do a couple more and then we'll move on.
It's fine.
all right.
It hasn't been 4 hours yet.
Hasn't it? It's Wednesday.
It's only been 4 of them.
Stupid.
I like stupid ones too.
These are like just opinion stuff.
They're all opinion stuff.
Well, no. It was like, who played Spider-Man better? Tobey Maguire or, it's dumb.
Oh, that's written by a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah. That one's dumb too. What the hell is wrong?
Maybe that's where Tach gets his material.
Way to curate this list there, Tach.
I didn't. It's an app. This is more opinion stuff. Would you rather sing with Katy Perry or Taylor Swift?
Katy
Kiana.
Perry.
Rihanna.
Who's
You
got
want
bigger
to sing
tits?
with Kiana?
I don't think Kiana can sing very well.
Who's got bigger
Yeah,
boobs?
you're really drunk for that.
Rihanna. Wait, what?
Okay.
Katy Perry. All day long, bigger boobs.
All
That's
right.
what I thought.
Would
Yeah.
you rather only enter rooms Kool-Aid Man style,
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
only exit rooms by jumping through a window?
Ooh, Kool-Aid Man, way cooler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be Kool-Aid Man.
All right.
Two famous people. I'm stealing this from another podcast, but that's okay because it's funny. There's two famous people that say, "Oh yeah," the Kool-Aid Man
Oh yeah.
and Rock Show Man Randy Savage.
God, you're so corny.
62%. 62% agree with you guys.
Why would I want to
Kool-Aid
jump
Man.
out of windows? That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, you might
and
slice a
irresponsible.
vein. Yeah.
Running through a wall though, way better.
Trying to keep Safe Flight in business.
Maybe
Because
that's
you
what
don't
I should be
pull
for
down.
Halloween, the Kool-Aid Man, because I don't pull out. What did you say?
What?
What did you say over there?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Mommy, Daddy, I don't like it when you two fight.
Would you rather live in a world without internet or live in a world without TV and phones?
Again, this is just going back to the 90s.
Ooh, without so I
take-
could have TV and phones
TV
or the
and
internet.
Yeah, you can go back to 1996 when you were watching Friends without the internet to spoil it
Can't
for
you stream everything into your computer anyway?
Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking
what I
the
would say.
internet.
I'm keeping the internet.
Yep.
I'd rather live in a
Because
world
I
without
can
TV or
talk
phones.
to everyone. We can Skype. We can write each other letters
54%.
really fast.
54% agree with you.
Internet's taking over.
Yeah, no, I'm getting rid of the internet. Forget it.
Internet killed the radio star? No.
Would you rather master every known musical instrument
Ooh.
or master every known sport?
Instrument.
Ooh.
I say instrument too.
Instrument wouldn't get you as much money as sports would in the U.S.
Yeah, I'm going to go with sports. Strictly for the body.
I'm not going to retire real young, though.
I want the
Keep
athletic
making
body.
money until I'm 107.
I agree, sport.
All right. Well, let's see. 63% agreed with the fellas. You
Yeah.
guys,
That's
sports.
right.
Even like shuffleboard?
Woo, woo.
Wait. Does that mean I'm the
Every
best? I could be the best at NASCAR driving? Isn't that a sport?
Does that mean I could be a gorgeous cheerleader?
I was thinking of Bang Fit.
All right. We'll do one more. Here we go. This one's kind of deep. Would you rather live for nothing or die for something?
Way to bring on the existential crisis.
Live for nothing or die for something.
I assume they mean like right now. I don't know.
Isn't this an REM song?
No, it's right now again.
Die for
Come
something.
back to Van Halen, Crystal Pepsi.
Die for absolutely die for nothing.
It's die for something.
Die
So live for nothing
Did I mess
or
it up? Die for something.
I
Yeah.
want to live for something.
live for some live no live for nothing.
No, I want to live for
We're
something.
really fucking up texting now. Die for something then.
Die for something.
Yeah, I'm going to die for something.
I'll live for something.
No.
You can't change the rule. This isn't your boyfriend. You can't change the rules.
I'm going to call his girlfriend and ask her to ask him if I can pick live for something.
That's like the
Die for something.
That's the adult equivalent of calling mom. I'm going to call your girlfriend.
Yes, it is.
So 83% agree with die for something.
All right. Who won, Tach?
There are no winners. I think we're all just losers.
What?
Oh.
Well, that got existential again.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right,
Okay.
what's the other game?
No, that was the only game.
That was the only game.
The only other thing I had was a list.
All right,
You guys want to
bring
hear
on
the
the
list?
list.
Sure.
I'm comfy.
Okay, so this is nothing I created. This is straight out of womenshealthmag.com.
Why
All right.
are you reading that?
Jay, you may have already read this, so no spoilers.
Uh-oh.
And the topic is 12 embarrassing sex questions you're too afraid to ask.
I asked you these in confidence.
I think we may have mentioned this before, but this first one is, can I really break his penis?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a story for this one.
Oh, wait, oh boy. This is why I do these.
Brother.
Okay, so
I hope you have a story for all of them.
as you guys know, most of our listeners probably don't yet, I spent a long, gloried career in the hotel industry on Miami Beach. That being the case, I've seen a lot of weird shit. So, no shit, there I am, which is how all good war stories start.
Yep.
I was working security. I won't say the name of the hotel. I was working security, and we get this call that there was a fight in one of the rooms. So we go running up. We get there, and we see it wasn't a fight. It was two men, lovers, in the throes of passion. And one had rammed himself so hard into the other one that his penis had become lacerated.
Oh.
And almost sliced. I don't know what happened. It was just like he literally almost ripped his dick off.
Ouch.
Wow.
And we got there to catch an eye full of it. So we're like, hold a towel on that. Let's call a paramedic.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh,
So we call 911. Miami Beach Fire Rescue comes in, and we know the crews because it's always the same truck that comes in, and we had a good relationship with the guys, and we knew that they had a new dude. So so the ambulance rolls in. Lieutenant gets off. He's like, "What's going on?" We tell him, "Hey." So there's two guys were upstairs, and one almost ripped his dick clean off, like it's dangling. And the guy said he had never seen, and there is no brochure or pamphlet on this earth.
You can't prep for that day.
That tells you how to handle this. So obviously they're going to send the new guy. He's like, "Hey, you want to prove yourself, Junior? Go ahead on up and go see what's going on. We'll meet you up there." So they send him up. They gave him a minute. As we're waiting for the elevator to go up, the doors open and he's on the way out. He's done.
Oh,
he quit.
no shit.
He literally quit. We ended a career that day.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Because yes, you can absolutely rip your dick off.
Ouch.
You can,
Yes,
you can break it.
It actually says here, it is possible to fracture penis due to trauma during particularly vigorous sex or masturbation.
They also actually broke they actually broke the nightstand also, so we had
I
to
would
charge
be
them.
so mad at you if you broke your dick masturbating. Oh, man.
It says,
I think that's like biting through your skin. I don't think you can actually do that. I think your brain kicks in at some point.
That's something I won't forgive you for.
Okay.
He was asking if there was anything you wouldn't forgive him for.
oh yeah.
That's it. Don't break it.
It says the erect penis is engorged with blood. Forceful bending of the erect penis during aggressive sexual play can lead to serious injury.
Play.
And then it says, what should you do in the situation? Head to the ER.
Kick her off of you first.
Yeah.
Urgent surgical treatment is recommended immediately. So.
Yeah, on the way to the hospital, what they didn't tell you was come up with a really good story.
Next one. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should I do if the condom comes off inside me?
Pull it out.
Tell Tach. What should you do?
Start thinking of names.
Start thinking of names. Well, it says first, don't panic. Crazily enough, this is totally common. Retrieve the condom and ensure it is intact. Even if you think there is no spillage of contents, we all know what that is. If you're not using
Oh, that's
another
little
form.
Johnny.
Contraceptions such as the pill or IUD, I recommend emergency contraception ASAP if you don't desire pregnancy?
I need a Plan B pill. What happened? Well, Plan A fell off inside of me. Because Hero over here thought he could fill a Magnum. What did we learn? We learned you cannot. Stick to lifestyles like everyone else, Timmy.
Okay, this one says, why don't I ever orgasm during sex? What can I do?
Find a new
Stimulate
boyfriend.
your
was gonna say.
clitorius.
Your what?
Your clitorius.
Clitoris.
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 Did we just correct you on that?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy shit.
I
Can we
think I
have
was saying
five?
2 words at once.
What's the other word?
Oscar Pistorius is the best I can come up with.
Clitoris.
Stimulate your Oscar Pistorius so he shoots you in the bathroom.
Clitoris.
You will come. Bang, 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 bang,
That's
bang.
what was
Maybe
happening.
that's what, yeah.
It was just really intense role play.
All right, never mind all that.
Well, it says, first of all, nothing is wrong with you. In most cases, this is just a matter of finding the right spot. Many women will not have an orgasm with vaginal intercourse alone, and more direct clitoral stimulation from a partner or through masturbation does the trick.
Meet my friend
So,
Hitachi.
good job, Andrea Joy.
You got it right.
This one's for you, Adam.
Oh boy. Clitorius. Clitoria what?
Is it possible to pee during sex?
Is it possible to pee during sex? Sure.
Is that a man or a woman? Well, I don't know if it makes a difference.
Oh, that's a very good question.
Men, no. You cannot urinate out of an erect penis. No. That I know because
Well, you can, but...
No, you can, buddy. Men can.
you're not supposed to be able to.
Damn,
Maybe.
he goes, men can.
It's like a dick. No.
This sounds like a
Women-
question. This is a
women
job
can't.
for R. Kelly.
Yeah.
There's entire categories of porn dedicated to that. It's nasty.
I feel like
I'm
there
not
was-
into it.
I feel like there was an anatomy class that I failed once that specifically said a man is not supposed to be able to urinate out of a fully erect penis.
Maybe I've
you
got
can
some-
pee out of a half chub. Sure.
Maybe I've got some prostate issues or something. Who knows? I can do it.
Well, after reading a little bit into the answer, this is geared towards women, so...
Women cannot pee out of an erect penis. No, they cannot.
I mean, Caitlyn Jenner, sure, but
I guess that's a good point. Are they women that identify themselves as women?
yes.
I assume so. Well, it says here, is it possible to pee during sex? It says not really. It's more likely that you feel the urge to pee, which is actually good news according to some doctor. This means your G-spot is being hit in the right way and you might be close to orgasm.
Oh,
I don't know how many
yeah.
times. I don't know how many times when I was younger and first starting to have sex with real women. I don't know how many times a woman said, "Oh my god, I'm gonna pee," and we stopped. And then later down the line, I remember it happened one time to this girl. I know her name. She stopped me. She's like, I'm going to pee. And like 6 years later, we ran into each other. She's like, you realize I was about to come, right? And I was like, yeah, you stopped it.
Yep.
Wow. Well, Jay, this one's for you. Ready? How can you prevent queefing during sex?
Stop pumping air in there.
Again, this is what happens when Tiny Tim thinks he can fill in a Magnum
Yeah.
with a pea shooter.
And it says here, unfortunately, you can't really. It's just one of those natural phenomena we have no control over. Queefing is due to trapped air in the vagina and can occur during or after intercourse.
I feel like this is one of the more educational episodes.
Yeah, considerably.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Howard Stern bit about the girl that would come on that would do the queefing competition?
Gosh.
She could literally flex her muscles in her stomach and pull air in and then push it back out. And she could do this like 30 beats a minute.
Imagine what
It
she
was
can do
nuts.
with a ping pong ball.
So she's basically beatboxing through her pussy.
Yeah.
Yes, and it sounded like a constant fart. It was really weird. But,
Bismarck Queef.
best rapper name I have ever heard.
Or Teen Laquifa.
Maybe she can
No, but
come
Bismarck
at her
is a
wedding.
beatbox.
What, baby?
We can have her perform at her wedding.
Bismarck Queef? That's a he. I mean, theoretically, that would be a he. Bismarck is a he. Right?
Yeah, but if you're throwing queef in it, you can look. There's
We
room
had
for
queef?
whimsy here. Okay.
Well, she's a girl.
All right.
Okay, so
I don't believe you. Sorry.
I assume this one's for the women. If it's not, it's weird. Is it normal to get really wet during sex?
If you're in the rain,
If you're R. Kelly,
if you're in the water.
Only if erection rule number 1 applies, peeing on her.
Yes, you should get really wet. Wait, like your
Is
That's
it
all
normal to
about
get
foreplay.
really wet during sex?
That's all about foreplay. That's what builds
No,
that up.
some women do get wetter than some.
You should.
Some women do get more moist than others. I've got that much experience.
Moist. That's a funny word.
I just wanted to piss off half of our
You
audience.
have to get moist.
Doesn't bother me, but some people hate that word.
There
You
are
don't like
varying
too much
levels
friction.
of frothiness that exist.
Shouldn't froth. Frothing is
with
not
with
good.
me, they froth.
Unless you put an Alka-Seltzer in there.
Ooh, is that a thing?
No, do not do that. No,
Listeners, try it. Let us know.
no, do not do that.
So it says, is it normal to get really wet during sex? It says, yes, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a little liquid or a lot. If you're having the opposite problem, grab some lube.
Ow, that hurt my cheeks.
That's what you get. That's what you get. This is not a time for onomatopoeia, Adam.
Andrea, this one's for you.
Okay.
Is anal sex or anal play totally unsanitary?
No.
Well, that was an easy one.
Okay.
Moving on. No.
There's a way you can do that clean.
Well, it says not if you're sanitary about it.
Yeah.
Condoms will help to protect from bacteria, feces during anal sex play. And make sure you use a separate condom if you switch from anal to vaginal
But
or
what
oral
if you-
sex to avoid any bacteria moving around.
But what if your condom broke in the anus?
What if
then
your
you got to
penis?
revert back to the second
Wait,
question.
what
I
about
still-
my
I can't find
what
it.
about my dear friend whose penis broke in the anus? Like, what happens in that
Yeah,
case?
good call.
Ooh, see, we got it.
He should have been using a condom.
That's what it would have held it all in.
Why was that question for me?
I don't know, because I'm picking. Why did I recommend the one about queefing to Jay?
Because he knows a lot about that subject.
Obviously.
I've got a confession to make. I am Bismarck Queef.
Knew it.
It'd be the
right.
funniest drag show ever with those types of names.
we could do both Bismarck Queefa.
Bismarck
Oh, there you
Queefa.
go. It's a mixture of the two.
Wow, that's a good name.
That's what you should be for Halloween.
URINE. No, I'm sorry.
So, what exactly is squirting?
Squirting?
A myth.
That's that liquid.
Motherfucker.
That's that liquid that comes out when you're orgasming where people think they're going to pee. It's not the pee. It's totally different fluid.
Squirting is how most women pay for college. No, that's not even right.
No, squirting. With the squirting that you see in porns, that's pee. There's no woman that can produce that much fluid
Well, I haven't
that
seen
fast.
that.
It's just nasty.
Well,
It's
let's see what the doctors say.
deal.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty hotly
go.
debated topic, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of women say that they actually do squirt, and it's not urine.
Yeah, it's not. It's totally a different thing.
Well, here's what the doctors say. So, squirting is when a woman releases fluid around the urethra. This release is tied to intense G-spot stimulation. One thing to note is that it is not urine, though people often think it is. It's actually very similar to male semen, minus the sperm.
All the fun without any of the trouble.
Wow.
It's a totally different thing. If someone pees on you, that's not the same thing. That's a totally different thing. You just got peed on.
Oh, okay. all
That's called a golden shower. It's not squirting.
If you get peed on, is that good luck? Like if a bird poops on you? Like,
It's good luck if a bird poops on you. It doesn't feel too lucky.
I feel like the only people who say it's good luck when a bird poops on you are always the people who didn't get pooped on.
Yeah, that's true.
No one's ever been like, oh, hey, it's going to be a great day.
Nice. Fucking nice. All right, what's the deal with curved penises?
I know,
broke.
right?
Right?
That's what they have after it broke, probably.
That curved penis,
I
though.
know I've got a good friend with a really curved one, a severely curved one now.
Oh,
So that's my friend on South Beach. No, it's the same guy.
Yeah, the guy with the shredded dick.
Duh. Well, it says penises come in every size, shape, and color, just like vaginas. This was written for women, so. Some curve up, down, or sideways while erect. This is very common and shouldn't be of concern unless he is experiencing pain or interferes with sex. If a man's
Interferes. Jeez.
If a man's penis starts to change and gets curvier over time, he might have Peyronie's disease, which can
Curvier.
come from injuring himself during sex.
Does he have a
Did you say-
curly Q?
injuring
Pierogies?
himself during sex.
Pierogies.
Peyronie's disease.
Peyronie's.
So it turns into like a caterpillar. It's
Is that like a jabroni?
I guess.
ribbed for her pleasure?
Moving on. This is for the ladies, of course. It says, I'm heterosexual, but get turned on by girl-on-girl porn.
Oh,
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Nope, that's not weird at all.
Not weird at all.
Totally agree.
It says, no, it means you're turned on by watching women have sex. Really? It took a doctor to figure that one out.
Well, there's actually a really interesting study that was done we might have talked about this on the podcast too, about what women see. And they showed them images of, just normal people and activities. Then they showed them images of sex. And they actually are all hooked up. Their genitalia, their heart rate, everything was hooked up to judge the the blood movement. And, apparently women get turned on at the sight of just about any type of sex. It doesn't matter what kind it is.
Like bears.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously.
Especially bears.
Girls.
They wouldn't
The
admit-
real horn dog.
They wouldn't admit that they were turned on, but it wasn't like that they were sexually aroused in their head, but their body was responding to stimuli. That's all that it was.
It says it's very common for women to be turned on by watching other women have sex in porn. That said, it doesn't necessarily mean that you want to have sex with a woman, just like you may fantasize about sex with a stranger with no intention of having a one-night stand. Interesting.
I find I can't trust people who don't regularly throw their lives and live with, reckless abandon.
What do I do if his penis is uncomfortably big or uncomfortably small?
Throw that, if it's big, throw him a fucking parade.
It depends on which one it is.
can't
If
hear
it's
you.
the small one,
There
if
you
it's
go.
the small one, then you can do things like move around in circles, do things to
Yeah, you can
Fill
squeeze
it,
your legs a little tighter. Not
get
that
more
I've ever had
toys
that
and stuff
problem.
to play with. If it's too big, I guess you could just try going easier and not going as hard.
Okay.
What do the doctors say?
The doctors say...
Tell me this is Dr. Ruth, by the way.
No, it's not.
It's Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Oz?
No. I'll tell you the doctor in a second. He says, so what should you do if the penis is too big or too small? It says, just talk about it. Don't be ashamed to address sexual issues, especially if you're in pain or you're not enjoying sex. Morse, just the doctor, Dr. Morse, assures that if he's too small and is unable to please you during intercourse, there are obviously plenty of other things he can do. Let him know how good it feels when he uses his finger or mouth on you, or how sexy it is. Watch him tease you with his hands.
Huh.
There's other stuff here too, but you get the idea. I got you.
Could you imagine if your girlfriend told you, they're like, baby, you are too big and it hurts? Could you imagine, like, the ego you would walk around with? Like, that's right. I'm putting
Baby.
this shit up on the refrigerator.
Baby, remember last night when you said you had a problem? What was it again?
Oh, this dirt.
And you get your phone up there.
That's right, motherfucker.
See, guys, I told you.
Facebook Live without it.
Little do you guys know that this is what we go through every day.
Oh.
So that sounds like us every day.
All right, Andrea, here we go. Remember what we talked about recently? This is about that, okay? He's awful at oral. How do I help? I'm going to give you an answer now, finally.
Okay.
Sorry, dude.
Oh. my awful at oral.
No?
I'm just kidding.
My oral at awful.
Sometimes.
He says, every woman requires different types of stimulation during oral sex because every woman's body is different. So it's important to speak up and tell him what you like. Something as simple as, slow down, baby, or a little to the left might be all that direction he needs. If he doesn't listen or take instruction very well, you can always
Slap
show
him.
him with your fingers which areas are
No.
most sensitive.
You cannot insert
along
fingers in me.
with the pressure, speed, and motion you need. So let's try that, okay? Slow down, baby. Go ahead.
A little to the left.
Perfect. Just kidding, buddy.
Oh, here, let me show you. Oh, right here. This is the oh, yes. Oh, no. Yes. Oh, yes. Like that?
Well, this just got awkward.
It got kind of fun.
I was trying to find the doctor's name now. Anyway,
Dr. Seuss. No, it was Dr. Morse.
Yeah, you said Dr.
Yeah.
Morse.
there's a couple different doctors on this list. But anyway, so that's it. That is the
Cool. Good
the
find,
12
Tach.
embarrassing sex questions you're too afraid to ask.
I'd say about half of those were probably true and accurate to be too embarrassed to ask if guys actually have those problems.
Yeah, or
That doesn't mean I have half of those problems.
There's actually a list that Andrea gave me. So.
It's her list.
Okay, so now we're going to take a break, and we're going to take a little pizza break. And when we come back,
Andrea's Diary segment.
Andrea's Diary segment.
Special song.
We can do that.
All right.
Sing.
I'm gonna go eat myself into a pizza coma.
All right, we'll be back.
Feeling it. All right, bye.
Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tach to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Diary.
Diary? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
All right, our first question is from Olivia in Florida. What do you think when girls that you don't find attractive are hitting on you, making a move? How would you respond?
Is this multiple choice?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Can you use that word in a sentence, please?
What's the
What do you
definition?
do when girls that you find unattractive are hitting on you or making a move on you?
Oh, you know what I always do? I don't know. That never happens.
Yeah, I'm so oblivious. I just don't realize it.
Girls are subtle. You're right. Yeah.
I friend zone her. just because I didn't realize that's what was going on.
Because you can.
Oh.
I'm taking it back. I'm taking back the friend zone.
Do I know she's hitting on me though? Is that obvious?
it's
Is that how the question is phrased?
What do you think when girls that you don't find attractive are hitting on you? What do you think about it and how do you respond?
I'm courteous and kind if it was to happen, but that's not. I wouldn't entertain it. Wouldn't give them false hope.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I'd just be upfront.
Never
about it.
give anybody false hope. Never. Hear that, ladies?
All right.
Wait. Is she going to buy me a drink? Hang on a minute. Wait. Let's just clarify this.
Oh,
Is this a
God.
sponsor?
She might be looking for
sponsor.
a sponsor.
No. What if I wanted the
Oh,
sponsor
good
and she was
point.
hitting on me? She would be buying me a drink.
You could work it.
Work it, girl. All right. I go
your
back to that.
thing.
Wow.
Use her like a sponsor.
Okay, this one's from Donna in North Carolina. Do you ever smell a girl before going down on her?
Yes. All the time. Yes, I gotta
Take
know
a
what.
whiff first.
Gotta know what I'm putting my mouth on.
There's an easy way to do that too. If you're doing a little bit of
Yeah, it's a scratch
hand
and
play
sniff.
and
It's
then
a scratch and sniff.
and then just
Smell
like
your hand?
do one of these. Go.
Yeah. Yeah, people can't see that, Adam.
No, not at all.
You do that?
No,
I never noticed guys doing that.
that's because we're sneaky about it.
Ninjas.
No,
It goes on the. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Tag.
No, I wasn't going to be able to get through it.
Yeah.
I didn't even have the wording properly in my head yet. I was just going to shoot for it. And
That was great.
Yeah, no, if I can't ninja guide and a scratch and sniff out of it, basically the rule of thumb is if my face gets around her waistline and I'm starting to smell something quite pungent, it's not going down. And neither am I.
Now would you stop sex with her though?
I'd say I'd stop sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level of.
I'm a gentleman. She
It would have
went
to
through the effort of hating her dad her entire life to get with me. I'm not going to disrespect that.
What if
just-
it was really bad?
Oh no, if it's really bad, I have stopped it before. Yeah, if it's just
If you
like
can, so I guess if you can smell it at their chest.
if I can
it's
smell it
otherwise-
at the shoulder level, like ooh no, hey,
You need to go see a doctor,
girl,
honey.
Hey,
If you smell it there, you need to see a doctor.
Hey, why don't we take a shower together?
That's not going to fix
What if you
it.
can smell it afterwards?
You can if it's that's
Look, as long as I know there's actual running water going over it, I'm willing to put up with anything.
What are germs?
We'll wash first. We'll get soapy and lathery, and if it still smells, then hey, you know what? We gave it the good old honest try.
There you go.
Tack.
oh, well, I agree with it.
Okay.
Zach doesn't want to go down the road of his what he had in his head earlier.
Okay, this one's from Alice in Florida. Do you still think you will find your significant other attractive when you're getting older compared to those younger girls?
I think that's an unfair question.
Yeah. You can't always compare an aging woman to youth.
Yeah. If I'm 60 and I'm with my 60-year-old significant other, and I see a 20-something-year-old chick with perky tits, yeah, of course I'm going to find her more attractive, but there's so much more that I've got going on with my significant other. I'm just not going to care.
Plus, the 20-year-old's not going to care.
Well, yeah, also the 20. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm loaded and she might see me as a sponsor material.
That's
but
true.
I'm just like, when it comes to something like that, I mean, physical attractiveness, I'm always going to find the person I'm with attractive. Always. I'm going to find something. That's my job every day, is to figure out how to fall in love with her every day.
Aww.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a prince
True
too.
romance.
This guy's single, ladies.
That's right, ladies.
Goosebumps.
So come work out your daddy issues and fall in love.
The next question is, can I get too wet? Okay.
I think half of the women audience just splooshed. Yeah, no, I'm always going to find her attractive. But if you're going to ask me if a 20-year-old's more, do you think she's more attractive? Yes, I'm going to tell you yes. Just because you asked the question to be an asshole, so I'm going to be an asshole with my answer. And honestly, if she's been with me long enough for this to be a thing, she knows it's coming.
Yeah.
Can't you just say not more attractive than your heart? Oh, that's sweet.
No, because I'm not Nicholas Sparks.
Well, if you're walking around on the beach that old, then you're doing something romantic. You're on a date, so.
Oh, if I'm like, look, if I'm into my girl, I'm into my girl. I don't care who she is. Nothing else is a blip on my radar because I learned. Did you look at her? No, you know I didn't. Like, no, let's not even go down this road.
And girls, easier, just don't ask the question.
Yeah, don't put us in that position, to be brutally honest with you.
Okay, this next one is from Ginger in Ohio.
Ginger
wants to know, do guys actually like it when a girl is a squirter? It seems
Throwback
pretty
question.
messy. I know it's a feature in porn a lot, but still, would it be a deal breaker or maker?
Probably for me, not a deal breaker or maker, but I don't necessarily find it attractive. But it isn't something that's going to detract me from a relationship with somebody.
Lay a couple of towels down.
Indifferent? Yeah, I guess I'm indifferent to it.
I've never been in the situation, so I don't know.
Just do me the same courtesy I would do you when I'm going down. Let me know when you're about there. Give me the option.
No, you have to swallow. Swallow it.
Oh,
look, I always swallow because mom raised a lady. But give me the option, though. That's all I'm saying. Give me a warning.
Oh, jeez. We're getting a lot of those today.
Tach, you got anything for that?
I just said I have never been in that situation, so.
You want to be?
All right. How often?
I always squirt.
Alice? No, that was Ginger in Ontario?
That was Ginger in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
Ohio.
Same thing, right?
A little bit. This one is Sharon in Florida. How often do guys actually think about sex? I doubt the old 6-second thing.
See, I never agree with that test. How do you test for that?
Yeah, that's a dumb that.
Because you're.
I'm not gonna lie to you until we started recording. I haven't thought about sex all day.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. I've got a job and kids.
Okay, an average then, I guess.
But how do you scientifically check for that? Like, there's no way you can't. Like, if I told you, okay, guys, I want you to write down every time you're thinking about sex. But now you know that you're under, like,
So
you're doing this
thinking
theory.
Yeah, so now I'm always thinking about sex.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Because you told me to record. I'm like, am I thinking about sex now? Well, I guess I am. So yeah, I should probably write it down.
It's an easier test for guys. Every time you think of sex, breathe.
Yeah.
All right?
You're like, oh, are you thinking about sex now? I don't know. Is the cat in the box dead or not? I don't know. It's Schrodinger's thought.
Oh, did you see they've added another complex level on Schrodinger's cat
No.
theory?
Oh,
God,
yeah,
really?
you told me this before.
Yeah, it's dealing with quantum physics about the cat even existing in the universe or not.
How do we know that there even is a cat?
Yep.
And if there is a cat, how do we know it doesn't have a collar with a galaxy on it?
That's true.
Oh, I know that reference.
A lot of cats.
Sugar and water.
Well played, sir.
All right, I guess we'll move on from that one then. Okay. Amanda in Florida wants to know, what is something you used to be obsessed with but hate now?
Ooh, good question.
What? That's weird.
What is something you used to be obsessed with, but now you hate?
Does that have something to do with sex or no? Anything? Okay.
Tach, are you thinking about sex now?
I am now that you mention it.
This one might take us a second.
Yeah, that's good. Wow.
Oh,
Way to go, Amanda.
job.
Way to bring the heat. Jesus.
I think I used to be.
The word is obsessed.
I know. I'm trying to think of it.
With butt sex.
No.
Because I know you don't really like it now, so.
He never lets me. He never lets me anymore.
Fucking hate it.
Ever since the incident at Miami Beach where his dick broke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I used to be obsessed with Sesame Street, and I don't like it now.
You hate it?
No, I don't
What's wrong?
hate it.
See?
I don't know. I can't.
Going
think
to
of-
the hate level is a hard. So there's lots of obsessions that we've had as younger adults and kids, but none that we necessarily hate now. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I used to be ridiculously obsessed and paranoid that a tornado was going to touch down, and I would study the weather and learn all that shit when I was a kid. I outgrew that. There's a really weird OCD just for those, but I don't necessarily hate them now. I don't hate the idea of a tornado. I don't know.
I got it. Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Hot dogs. When I was a kid, I used to love. You can
food.
eat them raw. Eat them every day, all day, day. It was always about hot dogs. Now, just the thought of a hot dog on a grill repulses me.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't cook some brats. I was going to cook brats tonight.
Brats are the
sausage.
exception.
Oh,
Brats
okay.
are always
That's
the
not a hot
exception.
dog.
Yes,
Yeah, I
but
guess
like
so.
those little Oscar Mayer, oh God, no, get it away.
I
from
used
me.
to be
don't
obsessed
want
with
it.
eating Vienna sausages. Oh wait, I still am.
They're disgusting.
I love those. I love Vienna
Malta,
sausage.
Maltas. Anybody in the Hispanic world, Malta, you know what that is? It's like a malt beverage that we drink. It's always got like a head of an Indian on it or something. Goya makes a really good one. I used to love it when I was a kid. That's another one I can't like. If you put it anywhere near, if I smell it, I'm just like, no.
Anybody else?
No, I can't think of anything.
Maybe now and later's. I can't think of it. I can't really think of anything that I hate now necessarily.
Yeah?
No.
All right, then. Last question.
Well, all right then.
This one's from Rita in Florida.
Rita?
Rita,
Hey, Rita.
would you marry a stripper?
Is Rita a stripper? I'm like, what kind of question
Let
is
me
she
go
asking?
into my
now?
magic box and just ask for her.
Well, it sounds like it could be a proposal. I mean, it's like,
Well,
Yeah,
She's probably mad at a friend of hers for marrying a stripper.
we had these kinds of questions, or we had this question once before, maybe before the reboot of the podcast. But yes, the profession for me has no difference on the amount if I love a person or not.
before it was dating, though. This is marrying.
Yeah, I could marry a stripper. Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally marry a stripper. That I don't. If you
long
were
as she's a good person.
if you're a stripper when I met you, you know what I mean. Or even if not, look, let's all. There's a lot of money to be earned in the naked hustle. That's all. Let's not pretend that there's not a lot of money being thrown at these women.
I want to see a rather large stripper go up there and do a truffle shuffle on stage. I'm just saying. All right. Sorry.
Sloth, love, chunk. That's your safe word. Yeah.
Tack?
I don't know if I could. It's not a good industry.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be an incredible amount of trust there. But if I'm marrying her, it's because I trust her.
Yeah. Well, what about like the family life? It's going to be hard. She's going to be at work at the night when all the kids and eating dinner together.
As a stand-up comic, yeah, so am I.
Well, then that's going to be really bad.
Well, we both work nights.
Is she going to do the day shift? Gross.
Bullet holes in her ass.
Well, yeah, that's actually when your boys tell you, hey, I'm dating a stripper. Yeah, well, where does she work? Well, one of the big strip clubs. She's a day shifter, though. Oh, bro, I'm so sorry.
She works the lunch buffet. No, listen, if the kids are school-aged,
They have to start as babies, though.
Well, yeah, apparently, you work it out. But once the kids are school-aged,
She'll just stop stripping and then go back to it.
No, or maybe I'll stop doing it. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out because
Yeah.
we've got love on our side.
Yeah, she gets a lot of love.
But no, it works out when the kids are school age because you work the overnight while the kids are sleeping. You probably have like grandma or something.
What if those kids ruin her body and no one wants to give her money anymore?
Well, she's no longer a stripper.
Yeah.
You can't be up there unless you're making money.
If she's my wife, she's also not an idiot. Like, let's just call that what it is.
Okay, I'm done with that.
All right.
Wait, is that the end of the segment?
That's all.
Was there really a Rita in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless she's made up herself.
All right. Well, that was an excellent Guyry segment. What else we got going on, guys?
I think that's about it. Let me make sure I was recording this whole time.
God.
All right, we'll start it over.
You gotta do it again.
Regular, ready, guys? Question 1.
I got it.
This is from Olivia in Florida.
This is from Rita in Ontario.
All right. Well, I guess that does it for this week on Living Podcariously.
Woo woo.
I've enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was a blast.
Oh, yes, always.
I'll always come back for more.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. Well, if you want to get a hold of us at Living Podcariously, you can hit us up on Twitter at Podcarious.
Yep.
There it is. And also, if you want to get in contact with us,
Show at livingpodcariously.com. It's a direct inbox to all of us. We can all see them.
and Jay, what do you got coming up? Any shows?
I'm actually off this week. I give myself a vacation.
Nice.
But next week I've got a couple of shows. Next week I'll be in Cocoa Beach, mostly at Hogan's Irish Bar on October 19th.
Nice.
And then I will be hosting a run of shows at Gregory's Comedy Club in Cocoa Beach from October 20th to October 22nd.
Sweet.
Awesome show. It's going to be Ken Miller and Justin Lawson, who are awesome comics out of Orlando. If you can make it, it's $12 a head. Come out, have a blast with us. It's going to be a great show.
Andrew, you want to go to that one?
Also, I was about to say, this coming weekend is the last weekend of my show at the Cocoa Village Playhouse. So after that, then I'll have a lot more time to do that.
You want to go to that
What
show
are you
then?
laughing about?
Nothing. Did you want to go to that show, Jace?
Because it was an awesome plug. That's why. It was an awesome plug for our own show. I like it. I like the hustle.
Because I'm a hustler,
It depends
baby.
on the days of it.
All right.
He said a lot of days. Of course, I want to go.
All right.
Well, Adam, do you have any shows?
I don't do any shows, Tach.
Okay.
I mean, I could do you a show, but I don't do any shows.
That's later.
He does
All right.
it for dollars.
Well, that's it for this week on Living Podcariously. My name is Tach,
Adam over here.
Andrea Joy.
Jay Alvarez.
and we will see you next week. And insert our slogan here, Adam.
But we don't see them.
We have a slogan?
Jay, what's our slogan?
Get her done? I have no idea. I'm new.
Hey,
I'm
y'all.
sorry, I'm new.
What was the
There isn't one. I just wanted to say.
What was the
make an
thing about
improv one.
eating? What we were talking about going down on a girl earlier? Kissing a mermaid?
Kissing a mermaid.
Living Podcariously, we're kissing mermaids.
We're kissing mermaids. We'll see ya.
I saw a great family Halloween costume. Mom and Dad were dressed like bags of ice, and they were just holding a baby. Ice.
Oh my god.
It was beautiful. It was oh god, it was so corny.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Now that really sounds like my therapy sessions.
And welcome to Living Podcariously on that note, because that's how we get started.
That's how we roll.
My name is Tach. I'm one of your hosts, and sitting to the right of me. Did I say sitting?
Sitting. I am sitting though.
You are. Sound like you said something else.
I'm not shitting. No. Hey, I am Adam. I'm one of the other hosts of Living Podcariously.
And on the Lady Chase is.
I'm Andrea Joy.
And you know who else we got with us today?
Who do we have?
It's Jake from State Farm.
Sweet.
Ah, damn it, I did it again, didn't I? What's up, guys? It's Jay Alvarez.
And we have Jay, our newest addition to the cast.
Yep. And listen, it's a blast having you in here, man. I hope this podcasting thing pans out, and I hope you want to do it forever.
I just hope I don't forget English. Like I feel like that's really the only thing holding me atrás. I know.
Uh-oh.
It's happening.
We are expanding our audience with that, though. If we
that's true.
We just went up 4 points in Mexico.
How do you do subtitles on a podcast? Because, on movies you can see it on the bottom, but how do you do it in a podcast?
We can write it on like a poster. You can't see it.
You just have James Earl Jones narrate over.
That'd be awesome. Anyway, so welcome to the show. And first thing I think we need to talk about is Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah. He was not very nice. All right.
Yeah, Matthew's a
friend. All that they want to do is share with their friends about what's going on in their lives. Don't attack them. I said, hey, by the way, the time it took you to write this slam on Tach, you could have gone and donated to unicef.org for the Haiti victims as well. I get it. They got it worse than us. I got it. But this is my friend trying to share with his friends, so fuck off. Yeah.
That's like, somebody posting like, I can't believe I didn't get what I ordered at McDonald's, and I can just jump on there. Oh, yeah, well, my mom's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
no,
that's the worst thing we could possibly laugh at there, but I see your point.
No, I got into it because somebody wanted to post a picture about Haiti and make it a whole thing about them. I was like, listen, Facebook is for first world problems. No one in Haiti is posting this stuff, okay? You know who's posting these pictures on the Facebook? Photographers who are making several $1 million a year to be in Haiti and take pictures of all these people struggling while they go to their 5-star hotel in the middle of the night. But you have no problem looking at that, do you? No one in Haiti is pulling out their iPhone to take a picture of what happened to their shack that they were living in. My heart goes out to Haiti. I grew up in Little Haiti, so I know a lot of friends, and my heart goes out to them. It's a sad thing.
I got black friends.
But yeah, I know a dude. But don't. I'm not comparing it to that. Don't try to compare my stuff to that. Just because you have apparently so much to live for. I'm sorry you don't have anything else to cry about.
That's what you quote unquote right there. Put that on your page.
Touched a nerve. I think we woke in the beast.
So on that beast note, how was your hurricane trip?
Abysmal. I went to Haiti.
Oh man!
I was wanting to go. I was thinking that the hotel stuff would be really cheap.
Well, I wanted to go and make a couple $1 million taking pictures of the damage out in Port-au-Prince. No, everything I just said went to shit, didn't it?
No, that was good. That was funny. But we won't. We have ultimate respect. UNICEF.org is for the Haiti victims, and
absolutely. Please donate.
Vicariously does not share the opinions of
please, by all means, donate.
Awesome.
Donate if you can, what you can. They all appreciate it down there. Cuba got hit hard too. My son's mom is Cuban, so that was hard to see with a lot of them. But again, I live in a first world country where I get to talk about that on a podcast.
Damn right.
We went to my whole family went to the Tampa area. We stayed with my sister out in Bradenton.
Very cool.
It was pretty cool. We got a couple little squalls out there. It was really funny because the local news out in Tampa was actually camped out in front of Florida Discount Music.
Really?
Where I had a couple of friends taking shelter there.
No kidding.
So I got to text them like, hey, dude, I see you on the news.
Oh, jeez.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we have Josh and Margaret, some friends of the show, live out in Tampa. They offered us a place to go out there and stay. But we decided to go over to her mom's here a lot closer, but it was all right.
Yeah, I'm sure that paid off in dividends.
How's your ex-boyfriend doing? Electricity.
Yeah. Retrospectively.
We slept through the whole hurricane. I didn't even know how I woke up. I was like, it's over? Oh.
Yeah,
whoops.
he secured that house pretty well. We were in a really good concrete house. Good security for it, but
it's probably because you put me to sleep.
Ooh.
You wore me out before you went to sleep.
Oh, that could have been taken either way.
Getting rid of my nerves for the hurricane.
Aww.
And I hit it so deep, so deep, put a butt to sleep. So would you say it was a good day, Adam?
It was a good day.
Good job.
You know what that means?
What?
Hurricane baby?
Hurricane baby.
We'll see. We'll see. 9 months later.
So speaking of
goat, so maybe we'll get a hurricane baby goat.
Yeah,
are we bringing this goat back again? Is this the Halloween goat we're talking about again?
Yeah, it seems that way.
So speaking of sex, Jay, not to get too personal on you, but you are the token single guy.
Yeah.
So what steps are you taking? What are you doing right now as far as dating? Like, what's going on? We want to live vicariously through you. Since I'm in a relationship, he's in a relationship, and so is she.
Yeah, I kind of get about as much attention as a white crayon.
So you were a lot like
I
me.
love the white crayon.
No one loves the white crayon.
Use it on
White
black
crayons
construction
matter.
paper. Black construction paper, the white one's the best one.
Yeah, but every time I try to wrap myself in black, it never works out. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, purple.
I don't know what that means
Have
either.
you tried purple?
Have I tried purple?
Yeah.
I don't. Is that racist? I don't know where that went just now.
No, I think you're all right.
Purple construction paper. But
No.
maybe you're going to go somewhere and see a girl and she's going to have this purple dress on. And you're going to be like, whoa, that's the one. Purple, she said.
So are you interested in doing like the social media or the dating sites or the apps or whatever?
Oh, God, I got rid of it. I was his father.
No, it wasn't. That's the thing.
No,
God,
he
that
works
was-
for him.
But it's like
Oh,
a
okay.
father-son kind of relationship between two of them. He picks on him and he takes it. You know, it's just that is what it is.
All right. I was about to say, on this episode of Maury, we send our kids to therapy. What's that? Self-esteem? Nuh-uh. Nah, not in my house.
What about your place, Tach? Did you?
Well, I went down south to be with my girl.
oh
so
yeah,
we were-
I know what that means.
Oh, suki now.
Kissing the mermaid?
So,
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
so it was nice. It wasn't too bad down there at all. We didn't get much of really anything. It was like, I think the most wind we got was like 55 miles an hour. And that was it. And just a little bit of rain. And other than that, nothing. But
Nice.
we didn't even lose power. So, and it was nice though, spending the 4 or 5 days, whatever. With
Aw.
a good time.
Aw, so it was a blessing.
You guys
Yeah.
bonded.
Yeah, we did. It was good.
That's
Every
awesome.
cloud
I get
has
back
a silver
today.
lining.
I got back today, and then there's still no power in my apartment. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So what do? What does anybody else do when they have things to say? They pull up Facebook.
Yeah.
So I did a little post, and then I got attacked.
Yeah, Tach got attacked on Facebook. All right, so I came to his defense a little bit. I try my
Which
best.
I wanted to thank you for, by the way. You know,
I-
I was like, thanks, Adam. Like, he rescued me from being beaten.
Yeah, so I try,
digitally bloodied.
I try my best not to get into fights on Facebook, but just because it makes me look bad, let alone anything else. But man, stupid people are really hard not to comment back on. So on his post was something like, hey, I'm at my place, no power, it kind of sucks, whatever. And then 2 or 3 people commented, hey, come stay with us. You can always shower over here or whatever. And then there was a couple of his friends that commented about Haiti. All right. So I don't know the quotes exactly, but it said something along the lines of, I'm sure the people of Haiti really appreciate that, your minimal loss or something like that.
Oh, way to look for a cause.
Yeah. Well, these people on Facebook are now doing this, and like anytime somebody puts a photo of their hurricane damage to share with their friends, they'll go and attack them and say, hey, look at this picture of the kids that have died in Haiti or something like this. Some horrible picture. Oh, pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, listen, if you're somebody's Matthew McConaughey,
Yeah, I
it wasn't that big of a stretch.
I know. So yeah, so everybody made it through okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. The where we live between Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island, and up through Titusville, up through that area, wasn't really hit too bad, except for out at KSC, out at the Space Center. They got some pretty good damage out there. I don't know exactly what was damaged, but it was
I don't know.
enough.
I'll be there tomorrow though.
Yeah. I tell you, it's gonna be interesting. I don't think any of the main headquarters buildings for NASA, at least, got any damage, other than maybe a little bit of flooding from that old building. But no, we survived it, dude. We got a little bit of messed up yard, a little bit of a broken down a screen for covering the porch. Not really. That's about it, man.
Well, we
did pretty
didn't
good.
we were all packed up, ready to go to my mom's house, get in, and lo and behold, we got to spend the hurricane with my ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Even after, never mind.
I thought my situation was weird.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. It did definitely get weird.
It was not comfortable. I was like, why
So
would
isn't
you
he
even
the
do
pool
this?
boy?
My daughter hates him.
See the pool?
No, he does
They
our grass.
totally ignored each other the
oh.
whole time. But I was just like, this is my mom's house. Why is
Even
he here?
after the conversation we had last time too.
I wasn't aware that he was going to be
No, that was kind of a surprise for her the day of us packing to go over there.
Right.
Which was unfortunate. But look, her mother and her mother's boyfriend are unbelievably generous. And the only other house this guy had to go to, because he works on the yard crew that her mom's boyfriend has, and the only place he had to go to was a old not solid concrete, but wooden house. And
he had a generator.
yeah, so he brought over the generator, like 2 cans of soup and a
Yeah.
6-pack
The
of beer
whole
for the whole week.
contribution.
And a whole bag of awkwardness.
Yeah. I think he was more awkward, honestly, than Andrea or I. I think he was a little bit uncomfortable.
I don't
but-
know if he was. He was on the couch when we were in the bedroom, so I don't know if the storm or us kept him awake that night.
You could see the father-son relationship between Tony, the boss, and him, which is one of the employees, though, because the entire time when it was just us boys sitting around each other, Tony was busting on this guy, her ex-boyfriend, pretty hard on things like not having a driver's license, having a record, or whatever.
Damn.
It was funny.
Wait, now